And welcome to Bay Sunday. I'm your host, Sydnie Kohara. So get ready for a little jazz on today's show. We've also got information about a scholarship for the arts, representatives from a women's and children's center, and an author who managed to take a humorous look at the daily annoyances in our lives. And we invite you to stay up to date with Bay Sunday for archive shows, extras, and exclusives, including high-tech gadget reviews and behind-the-scenes pictures. You can check out our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube websites. Now, how many of you enjoy the songs of Billie Holiday? Our next guest recently performed her music and is now taking on the role of the High Priestess of Soul, Nina Simone. Jazz singer Kim Nalley, welcome to Bay Sunday.
Thank you so much for having me, Sydnie.
So good to have you here. Let's go ahead and start off our show now with just a sneak peek at some of the music you'll be performing.
Well, this is a historiographical concert, so I'm going to be exploring the history and the music of Nina Simone. Songs like I Need a Little Sugar in My Bowl, I Loves You Porgy, and then we traverse into more of some of her more controversial material as well, including Mississippi Goddamn. I hope I can say that on
just
TV.
Did it. We'll just keep moving along then.
Okay, and which really tells an important part of the civil rights era and the slaying of Medgar Evers and the bombings inside of Alabama.
That should be interesting. We've got a little clip here. Let's go ahead and take a listen. I hear the energy and the emotion. What drew you to Nina Simone? Tell us a little bit about her.
I grew up with Nina Simone. It was inside of the house all of the time, and when I left the house, I took my mother's 78 of Nina Simone live at Newport, and then later on I found out that my grandmother stole, that it was my grandmother's, and my mother stole it from my grandmother when she left the house.
Oh,
so we've got several generations of Nina Simone lovers in my family.
Now, this tribute really crosses across musical genres. What are you trying to accomplish? It seems like you're taking so many parts or periods of her musical career.
Nina Simone defies all musical categorization. Definitely in the early part of her career, she was doing more, say, jazz and show tunes, but she has a classical background. And from there, she just moved into folk, African chant. There was no limits to what Nina Simone did. She just is her own category. But mostly, I think she speaks to women. The songs that she does are very, very female, confident, and really bespeak to women of all nationalities.
For you, what drew you into music and jazz in particular?
You know, my whole family, they're all musicians, they're all artists, so I didn't really realize that it was anything unusual. It was just a way to put food on the table and get my way through college. And as far as jazz, it's just part of who I am. It's not like I went to school to become a jazz singer. It's just it's a language, and I come from 3 generations of jazz musicians, so it's just very natural to me.
Well, in fact, you were named the most influential African-American in the Bay Area for 2005 for entertainment, and you are actually a former owner of the famous San Francisco club, Jazz at Pearls.
Yep, just right around the corner.
It is, right around the corner in North Beach.
Yeah.
When people listen to this kind of music, what do you want them to take away from it?
I want them to take away a certain feeling that they're someplace and sometime long ago, and they can get a glimpse into the soul of this really great woman who did not only wonderful things musically, but did wonderful things for the rights of all people.
Let's go into that with one of the songs that you're going to be singing. Take one of them and talk to us about it.
Well, for example, I think we spoke about Mississippi, and that was definitely a protest song. And right after that, she did a wonderful song called Why the King of Love is Dead, and it was written right after Martin Luther King was shot. And it's just such a moving piece from someone who sees a pacifist being violently shot down in an era where there's murders, they never cease. There's JFK, there's Robert Kennedy, and for younger people, they may not realize just what a turbulent time the 60s were, and she really just brings that emotionality out to you. We'll be doing that song as well.
I notice when you talk about these songs, you sort of close your eyes and the whole energy comes from within. Is that how it is for you when you're performing?
Definitely, I definitely agree with you. Definitely, I'm channeling all of my ancestors when I sing, and hope that they'll be gracious. And I feel like my role as a singer is to be an empath and to guide everybody on the journey of the song.
Kim, that's great. Kim Nalley will be singing Nina Simone at the RRazz Room, and in fact, you can see her from June 14th to July 17th. Be sure to check it out. You can visit therrazzroom.com, and you can also find Kim on Facebook. Kim Nalley, a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, Sydnie.
And best of luck with your run at the RRazz Room.
Absolutely.
Well, after the break, we're going to learn more about a local scholarship for the performing arts dedicated to Bay Area high school seniors when Bay Sunday continues. Stay with us.